YouTube channel. I am Nurse Patience, and in this video today we'll be talking about the side effect of Postinor 2 on the womb, which is the uterus. This is a must watch for ladies in general and ladies who want to get pregnant or have a family in the future. So if you are new to this YouTube channel, kindly hit the subscribe button, and if you're a returning viewer yet to subscribe, also do say. For those returning viewer and subscriber, we are grateful and we are saying thank you. So this is a must watch, and why I said it's a must watch is you need to watch this video before you continue taking Postinor 2, as it has effect on your uterus, which is the womb. So I already made a content about Postinor 2. If you still want to know more about Postinor 2, you kindly go to this same channel. You check Postinor where I spoke about the basic pharmacological concept of Postinor 2. What is Postinor 2 made for? So now I will just give a very brief intro about what Postinor 2 is and what Postinor 2 is not. Postinor 2 is an emergency contraceptive pill, and it should be taken within 72 hours of unprotected intercourse. Postinor 2 would not work if there is already pregnancy. So mind you, if you are using Postinor 2, it is for an unpregnant uterus you are using it for. For a pregnant uterus, Postinor 2 will not have any effect on it. And I said a lot about Postinor 2 in the previous video where I spoke about it. So I'll be diving straight into the side effect of Postinor 2. Rather than having yourself go through some of the side effects that will be discussed in this video, in my opinion, I feel it is better and safer for people to use barrier method rather than using Postinor 2 to rather than going through the route of using Postinor 2 to prevent unwanted pregnancy. In this video, I would like to tell you that Postinor 2 have some very harmful and a long-term damaging effects on the uterus. If you are the type that use Postinor 2 frequently, Postinor 2 is one drug that has a negative side effect on the womb. By having a negative side effect on the long-term use of Postinor 2 could actually damage the uterine walls. By damaging the uterine walls, if it damage the uterine walls, it makes it weakened, and a weakened uterine wall cannot carry a baby. If at the time you want to really get pregnant and have your own baby, you might not be able to carry your baby to term because the uterine wall is already weakened. And with weakened uterine wall, it increases the chances of that individual to keep having miscarriages. So some miscarriages could be due to long-term use of Postinor 2, as it weakens the uterine wall. One of the side effects of or negative effects of Postinor 2 on the womb. The next one is endometriosis. What is endometriosis? It is a medical condition in which some of the cells of the uterus is found outside the womb, which is not a very good thing to even speak or think about. When you start having some of these conditions, it becomes very difficult for you to conceive. Infertility. By infertility, if you cannot carry a baby to term, that is already known as secondary infertility, as you won't be able to get pregnant for the baby to be able to stay till the required days or months that the baby should stay in utero before you give birth. So it's a very dangerous and a very bad long-term effect on the womb. So the last but not the least negative effect of Postinor 2 on the uterus is dysfunctional uterine bleeding. For individuals who tend to experience bleeding outside the normal menstrual flow, and are active users of Postinor2, it could be that they are already having this dysfunctional uterine bleeding. With dysfunctional uterine bleeding, you would those blood are coming out. It's you might have a very heavy flow, which could make you anemic. So on the long term, when one of these negative effects is posing its negative side effects, it can also affect some other systems in the body. With dysfunctional uterine bleeding, such an individual can become anemic. That individual that is anemic have a low PCV, and the individual who is anemic might be needing a blood transfusion. So it is very important to save yourself the stress. Though it is my opinion, I do not know what you think about Postino 2, but it is important that rather than constantly using Postino 2, you try and alternate with barrier method to save yourself the stress of having to go damage your womb, because it is only one every human is born with, and once it is damaged it cannot be fixed. So we need to take caution and care for our womb as we should ought to, which is very vital and important, because on that particular time when you'll be needing it the most to be able to bear children for your partner, it becomes an issue. So why not you tell other people who are close to you about the side or negative effect? You can tell your friends. As a lady, it is important you do not keep this video for only yourself. You share it with your other female friends so that they will be able to know about the negative side effect that this drug have on their body.